everyone, welcome to Kenfra Research YouTube channel. If you are a PhD student or just starting a PhD journey, you might have heard the terms research gap and research problem. Today, in this video, we will explain the difference in a simple way with useful tips and examples. Let's start. What is a research problem? A research problem means the main issue or a question you want to solve in your study. It could be a question you want to answer, something people are struggling with, a challenge in your field. Simple examples. Education field. Why are rural students dropping out from online courses? Business field. Why are local shop owners still not using digital payments? Health field. Why are diabetic patients in small towns not following the proper diet plans? These are the real issues. If you want to study, it becomes a research problem. So in short, research problem is the heart of your study. A good research problem should be clear, focused, doable and reliable. If your research problem is strong and meaningful, then your entire research journey will be clear and more useful. What is a research gap? Before starting any research, we read existing papers to understand what has been done already. While reading, you may notice some topics are not studied enough, certain groups or regions are ignored, outdated methods are still in use, some questions are left unanswered. These missing areas in the existing research are called a research gap. For example, if all papers on online education only focus on urban students and ignore rural students, it's a research gap. In simple words, a research gap is what's missing or overlooked in a current research. It's your chance to study something new and meaningful. Where do you find research gap? To find research gap, start by reading recent research papers from last 5 to 10 years using trusted websites like Google Scholars, Scopus, IEEE Explore or Semantic Scholars. While reading, look for what is missing. It could be a topic that hasn't been explored, it could be a location that hasn't been studied, it could be a method that hasn't been used. Pay special attention to the limitation section and future section of the paper and see what the author says done it. That's your chance to pick a research gap and work on it. Also, don't hesitate to ask your professors or guide for ideas. They may suggest gaps based on their experience. How to identify a research problem? To identify a research problem, ask yourself what real-world problems are facing by industries and peoples. What questions are still unanswered in your field? Are there challenges in society, technology, or environment that need solution? Think of it this way. Choose a topic that you are really interested in, that you can understand well, and that you can actually work on. That's your research problem. Your goal is to find meaningful, doable, and relevant problem to solve through your research. How to write the identified research problem in your proposal? Once you identify the research gap, the next step is to write a clear research problem. Start with a short background. Explain what is already known in your area using 1 to 2 recent papers. Write the research problem. Make it 1 or 2 clear sentences what issue you are going to solve. Example. There is a limited research on how rural school students manage online learning. This study aims to explore the challenges they face in remote areas. Keep it short, clear, and directly linked to the gap. This will make your proposal strong and meaningful. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't think research gap and research problem are the same. Don't copy old research problems. Don't choose a topic just because it sounds cool. Link your research problem to a real gap. Base your gap on recent papers from last 5 to 7 years. Let's quickly go over what we learned. Research problem means what are you going to study? Research gap means why the study is important or needed. Both are very important in your PhD journey. They help you to choose a strong topic, get your proposal approved faster, increase your chances of publication. So don't skip this part. Without a clear problem or gap, your work can be rejected or delayed. Always remember, first find what is missing, then write what you will solve. That's how your research becomes more useful and valuable. Before you choose your topic, make sure it's interesting to you, useful for society or your field, based on a real research gap. Need help? Kenfra Research can support you with finding the right topic, writing your proposal, framing the problem and gap clearly. Contact us anytime. We are here to help you from topic selection to publication. Drop your questions in the comment box and follow us for more PhD simple tips.